Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome to Merch Guy's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making ham dogs. Those out there in the pucker community know what I'm talking about when we're talking about ham dogs. Ham dog is a hamburger wrapped around a hot dog, battered, some bacon, chili, cheese, onions, fried egg all on top of it in a hoagie roll. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to do a couple variations, a little bit of variations to it myself. So what we need to start off with is a hot dog. I got kind of small hoagie rolls. So rather than doing a whole hot dog, I mean, look at the size difference we've got here. We're talking about, a whole hot dog is going to give us way too much once we wrap it up with the hamburger. So I'm going to do half of a hot dog. I mean, that's going to be a lot of food anyways. You're talking about half a hot dog, close to half a pound of hamburger, bacon wrapped around it, chili on top, cheese, onions, and a fried egg on top of that. So, I mean, we're talking about some major food here. So, took it, cut it in half. The other half, save it for another one if you want to make another one. I mean, hey, who's going to stop you at this point? Anyways, we're going to take it, and the next step is we're going to take it and dredge it in some flour. Guys have said this is the key to keeping your hamburger from separating from your hot dog. We don't want that to happen. So I'm going to just take a little bit of flour, pour it right inside the of my bowl here. It's pretty, don't need a lot. Take it. I'm going to drop my camera down at this point so you guys can see my cutting board, see what I'm doing with my hands. You've already seen my ugly mug, so you want to see what I'm actually doing. So here we go. All right, right down to the cutting board. Here we go. Take it, dredge it in some flour. Get all of it, both sides of it and everything. So now, got that. We'll let it sit inside that for a second. Now, my next step is taking a hamburger. I got probably about half a pound of hamburger. I put it inside of a Ziploc bag. You're going to see why in a minute. Let's get most of the air out of this before we start. The reason why we're using a Ziploc bag is we can press it out, all the way out here. Get it into all these little corners. What this is going to do is it's going to give us pretty much an even all the way across the board level of hamburger. I got a blowout here, so I got to stop it, push it down. There we go, much better. It's going to make it level all the way around, but it's also going to give us something to roll it up with in a minute. We're going to keep it inside this plastic, inside the Ziploc bag, but you're going to see how we're going to get the hot dog inside of the bag so that we can make the roll happen. So almost got it into all the crevices, got it into all three corners here so far. The last one is just getting into that corner. We got it there now. Now what you want to do is just kind of work it around. Make it as level as you can all the way across the board. That just makes it where you don't have a big piece in one spot and you got a little piece in another spot. So, alright, that's probably about as perfect as it's going to get. See how thin it is? Just got a nice little hamburger patty. Next step we're going to do is we're going to take it, just open it up now. We're going to open up both sides, just the sides, leave the bottom intact. This is going to give us something to roll it up with in a minute. So let's cut through the heavy parts here on each side. I almost cut myself, that would have been fun. Alright, just go down all the way down the side of it. Cutting it all the way off. Get it all the way down to this corner. Once you get it cut down, you go down and do the same thing with this side. Cutting it all the way open until you basically just have a loose flap with all your hamburger exposed. Once you have that, there we go. Cut through that last little piece. Alright, now, there we go. Nice little hamburger patty. First put our floured hot dog on. So let's roll it around there a little bit more inside of it. Make sure it gets completely coated before we fool around with it anymore. Alright, got our hot dog. Gonna lay it right in the middle. Next step is rolling up our hamburger around our hot dog. So let's take this hamburger patty, spin it around this way. We're going to use this Ziploc bag we cut open with meat inside of it to kind of help us. We're going to lift it up and get it right up against that hamburger and keep it tight by pressing down on it. Once we get it down to this edge a little bit, pull it back a little bit, make sure everything's rolled underneath it, and then just continue to roll it over. Continue to use this bag and just roll it completely out of that bag once you get all the way down to the edge. And there we go. Got a nice little roll. Take the bag, throw it in the trash. Don't need it anymore. Can't use it for anything else, so just throw it away. Next step is we're going to take this crease all the way down, kind of pinch it together. Try to keep from having any type of blowouts is what we're trying to do here. Makes it a little bit better in the long run. Alright, now take it, form it together, and then kind of squish it in, make it full, where it's kind of oval all the way down. This kind of will help out with the whole process here. Now we got a nice little hamburger wrapped around a hot dog. Who would have ever thought this would ever came to stage? Got a little bit of a crease there, still need to work that out, so just kind of pinch it together, squish it down, keep that up. Then you see, once we're done, got a nice little hot dog wrapped around, and then clean my hand off real quick like I'll show you. It's just a little bigger than our hoagie roll. Now, I can fill in here and fill my hot dogs right there, so we'll take this excess bit right off, right here. Let's take that off. A little bit more. Okay, kind of forming in a little bit. Fill that hot dogs out here. Take a little bit off on this end too. Because once we wrap this up with bacon, it's going to get bigger also. So we're probably down to a third of, maybe a quarter-pound hamburger wrapped around our hot dog at this point. But it's going to be a lot better not trying to overload it here in the long run. So we'll show you size and relevance to the hoagie roll again. That's going to be a lot better now that we're going to roll it up with bacon. So we'll take the ham dog, put it off to the side for a second.